Welcome to our first story, and this brings us to the Philippines. If you love going to malls, hanging out with friends, shopping, you might not want to go to this one. The world is full of strange, disturbing, and downright bizarre mysteries. Some are terrifying, some are tragic, and some have you wondering how humanity got this far. I'm the Watcher, and I spend time, way too much time, into the darkest rabbit holes, so you don't have to. Here at Mystery Explorer, I cover stories that will creep you out, blow your mind, and occasionally make you laugh on how absurd reality can be. Stick around, because some mysteries are meant to be solved, while others make you question about everything. Imagine this, you're walking through a mall just like any other, but instead of feeling excited, you feel uneasy. You look up at the 5th floor and you get chills down your spine, because this mall in Davao City has a dark history, one that keeps repeating. Since 2013, multiple people have gone into this place and never walked out. Some people say it's a tragic coincidence, but others say it's something more. Let's get right into it. Gaisano Mall in Davao, in the Bahada area, looks like any other mall in the Philippines, or probably any other mall in the world. Families eating in the food court, people running around, people just lingering, hanging out. But something beneath is a bit disturbing. For years, people have come to this mall to themselves. So the big question is, why? Is something strange going on in this mall? Or is it just sad events? So, since 2013, there have been multiple people who have, unfortunately, jumped from the upper floors of this mall. So if you've ever been to this mall, it's literally like a open circle surrounded by like another ring, and that's where all the stores are, on this outer ring, and you can look down into the center of the mall, while the elevator is like literally right in the middle there. So since 2013, people have unfortunately come here to themselves, jumping from the upper floors. Some survived, some did not. Here's a timeline of the events right here. The first one was in August 20th, 2013. The next one was March 17th, 2014. The next one was November 6th, 2015, followed by February 11th, 2017, and then January 6th, 2019. As of recent, as of the making of this video, February 17th, 2025. So the fact that these incidents happened in the same place makes people wonder, is it just bad luck, or is something pulling them here? After so many incidents, the police and city leaders told the owners to take action. They recommended raising the railing to make jumping harder, installing more CCTVs, having more manned guards to make sure people don't go near the edge. So the mall listened, they put the barriers up on the 5th floor, they put more CCTV, and they put more guards on watch, especially on the 5th floor where most of the incidents did happen. But some believe this won't ever be enough. They argue that the real problem is not the mall, but people need more help when they have bouts of sadness and they feel hopeless. So here is where it becomes creepy. Some people don't think it's a tragedy, but some people it's something else, something supernatural that's going on and playing into these incidents. So one local woman, she's like a local healer. In the Philippines, they're called like mananambal. She visited the mall with her family, and immediately she said, "It feels off in here. The air is not right in here." So her family laughed it off, saying to her, like, "Grandma, it's just the air conditioning." But she was not convinced. You couldn't tell her otherwise. As they're going from the ground floor into the elevator and they're climbing up to the food court, she, for some reason, is in the elevator looking down at the atrium. So if you can imagine a glass elevator from the ground floor going up, looking down into the atrium of where everyone usually mingles and things like that. She's looking down at the atrium. She was seeing something no one could. So in the food court, she was looking like over her shoulder and no one was there, but everyone kind of got weirded out as to why she kept looking over her shoulder. So after the meal was over, everyone was wrapping up, they decided to go to the bathroom, and this is where it gets really creepy. When the grandmother goes into the bathroom, she stops, because she hears someone crying, because now she's hearing voices, many voices, especially many of them were crying, begging for help, but no one was around. It was just them. It was literally the grandmother, the mother, the child, and a stranger. These 4 women in the bathroom, and she's here crying, and obviously no one's in the bathroom, it's just those 4. So it was just silence for the majority of people, except the grandmother. When she got home, She was so bothered by it, the writer, that she had to ask her grandma, why were you so off in the mall? What was wrong with you? So after coercing her and then putting her in the corner, so, grandma, tell me what's wrong, tell me what happened there because you're acting really weird. So she finally opened up and told this story. So the grandmother, since she stepped in the mall, for some reason, she kept seeing people, men, women in white, off-white robes with their faces covered with their hair, just walking around. But at that particular point, they were staring at her, and she felt it from the beginning of when she first got into the mall. Especially when she got into the elevator looking down into the atrium, she just saw these people now looking up at her, right? So I don't know how you would feel if you saw that, but the grandmother confessed that's all she saw in the mall when she went in the mall. But she didn't want to seem crazy in front of everyone, so she kept it to herself. So the grandmother said she believed these are all lost souls. It may be a bit evil here, and people struggling, people going through certain things at their point in their lives makes people vulnerable. And when they find one, get this, she says they whisper in their ear and urging them to go to the ledge and jump. So I know what you're thinking, is this mall cursed or haunted? Or is it just a sad place where stories unfortunately repeat themselves? Some say because of the history, when people hear about what happened before, they feel drawn to it. But others, just not grandma, truly think there is something dark lurking in the shadows. My final thoughts? One thing is for certain, that mall in Davao City has a history that can't be ignored. Is it just a strange pattern, or is there something at work that we can't explain? That's for you to decide. I would love to read your comments down below on this particular story. And remember, more importantly, if you feel sad or alone, talk to someone. You are not alone. I've been there before. Stay safe, and until next time, this has just been another deep dive into the strange, dark, and mysterious.